Hello, everybody. Greetings, travelers. Your friend Tea Leaf here, and I'm just going over the post here from Might and Delight that they've sent out recently in regards to the future of Book of Travels, or as they put it, the looming future for Book of Travels. So let's just get right into it. Greetings, traveler. As we know, you are feeling hype over our coming updates and feel something big is coming. We think it's only fair we give you some ideas of what you can expect. Many of you who have played recently will be aware that the many performance increases we have delivered, as well as minor lore changes that hint to the many storylines that exist within the world of Braided Shore. The question we are often asked is, where is Casa? And we understand the level of frustration people have where they want more of the world to explore. As you will know, Casa is closed. Something happened. Someone died. Oh yeah, this is all part of the quest too. What they're saying here is a bit of a spoiler, by the way, because a lot of people don't know how to find this quest. I might make some videos on questing and things like that, but I don't know if it's. I don't really want to show spoilers. I really think this game is best left for you to discover. I mean, obviously, like I've Googled things, I've gone into the Discord, I've had help with things myself, but there's so much that it just feels so good and rewarding when you figure things out on your own. But there's a very small percentage of people who have that quest completed, it looks like. So anyways, I'm getting sidetracked here just with that. Over the next few months, as part of the developing story, you, traveler, will need to find out what. So what happened in Casa. You need to find out that quest. Once that is solved, hopefully the corners will allow Casa to be fully opened, assuming it is now safe to do so. Be aware that this is part of the story, be aware that this part of the story will only be active during the prologue period. There may well be items that can only be collected during the prologue period. We know some of you may solve this in hours, and some of you may take days. We also think some of you may take steps to stop it being solved. And you do get players like that, right? Yeah, I've always been told, no matter what wonderful thing you will create, there's always someone out there who will want to break it. That's just life, I guess, right? Here's what you can expect over the next few weeks and months. Here we go. Starting scenarios. Prologue means the start of the game changes. Okay. There was often talk of character wipes, which we really don't want to do. However, please be aware that the starting scenarios you have completed for your current characters will change to be a more robust introduction to Braided Shore, with changes to the starting quests to help you on your journey. Some part of this have already happened, but there is more to come. Changes to quest systems run risk of severing what your current character has done and how quests evolve over time. We don't expect any major issues, but there may be a small period of time where you are halfway through an introduction quest. It will change, and your progress may need to restart. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm all for the character wipe if it's going to make the game better. We just have to remember that this is early access and things are going to change. However, I mean, I do have a lot of characters, one in particular that I have a lot of hours sunk into, and I would hate to lose it. But again, it's early access, and if it's going to make when this game goes live, whenever that is, whenever it's fully completed and ready to go, I just want it to be so slick, and I want it to be all and more than what we're hoping for, right? So a character wipe here and there. I've gone through early access trials before. I was a No Man's Sky player before this. I played a lot of No Man's Sky during its development and all their updates and everything, and I just learned that you have to be patient with things, and that the end result will be way better because of it. More vehicle improvements. We continue to iterate on the quality of vehicles. We soon will be rolling out the need to use tickets for your journeys, as well as improving the overall experience. Yeah, so they've already done this with the last update that they had, or the one that was just recently, I think Monday? I can't remember. A couple of days ago. And it has changed now, so there's no icon with the meter going down for vehicles for traveling. If you haven't played, it's now different. When the boats come up, they blow their horns. I'm not sure what the trains do. I haven't hopped on a train yet, but the boats do. The only thing with the boat is it honks its horn like 3 times, or blows its horn, whatever you want to call it, 3 times before it leaves. But it should do one, I think, when it arrives. Like when it arrives, it should give a little and let you know that it's there. Doesn't have to do that noise, what I just did. But yeah, I don't know, just like something to announce that it's there, and then something to announce that it's leaving. Because I find like the 3 honks and then it leaves is kind of, it's cool, but I think it could be improved upon. Quest, take a step into Casa, find out what happened, help ease the worries of those in Braided Shore, or don't. Oh, are they actually going to? I guess they're bringing in. This will be coming up. When they say in the next weeks or something, a few weeks and months. Okay, so take a step into Casa. So Casa's coming. Oh boy, I'm dying for a new area to explore. By the way, like, not that I'm tired of anything of where I'm exploring or things like that, but I would love a new area to open up. I really want that woods. I can't remember what it's called. There was like a forest or something that was going to open up. I'm looking forward to that one. Now this looks interesting. The journal and the log. The journal and the log. Track where you have been. Write down your thoughts. Okay. Okay. I'm still going to keep a journal beside me, as I do with most games anyways, especially this game. I keep a journal that I write things in beside me. A, to remind me of things, and B, just for immersion. I feel like I'm actually a traveler, writing things down in my notebook that I find. And sometimes I just journal things. I just jot things down. You know, I saw a funny bird or something, and I write that down in the game. Or, but that's great. I don't mind that. Having something in the game that you can edit and keep important notes and things like that. That's not bad. I kind of like how it looks too, actually. That's interesting. That's going to be neat to play with when they add that. Weather changes. Here we go. Weather changes. Seasons change, and with it the weather. This will affect how you survive and explore Braided Shore. Whilst Braided Shore is a temperate climate, you may need to think more about those wind shelters and where you build your fire. Ooh. Nights will get longer, and the brightness of your lamps will aid you in your travels. Be hopeful, though, that brighter days will return. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Weather changes. Oh, that sounds great, man. Seasons and things like that would be awesome. I thought I saw it snowing in Braided Shore. There's like one weather effect where like these little white specks are in the sky. I don't know if anyone else has seen this, or if maybe I'm tripping out or something, but I swear I've seen snow in Braided Shore, and it got me thinking, like, you know, it would be cool to have weather changes, seasonal changes, and things like that. Like an MMO, right? When it's the holiday season, you know, it's always winter, or even Halloween, they do things, stuff like that. I don't know if that's what this means, but it's definitely weather changes, which I do like. And having to think about where you're going to put your wind shelter and stuff like that will be cool, because I noticed that when it's raining, you can't just spark a fire. But if you do your wind shelter, you can spark a fire in that. And I thought that's a really cool mechanic. So to have more things like that coming up, that'll be attached to weather, survival, things like that. And here we go, the importance of food. Survival elements of the game will lead to changes in the food system. Travelers may need to huddle around a fire in the rain and see what they can cook up to keep themselves alive. Oh, that's great. Now we're talking. And again, I'm just having these visions of, you know, finding a cave somewhere and seeing a couple of travelers around a fire, you know, drinking their tea, and there's a horrible storm out, and I've got to get into this cave, and, you know, they offer me some tea, I offer them some bread. We kind of just communicate with our emotes, you know, and just chill and get your stamina and your health back up by eating and cooking. Oh, that'd be so cool. I'm down for that. I want more things that make you stop and sit, and things that you can do with other travelers, because I travel with anyone who's willing to. I travel with them when I see them on a server. I just want to be able to sit and either play Passage or cook with them or do something like that. Would be really cool. Combat. Dueling a warden. Sorry, I skipped one. Fishing. Oh, fishing for fun or survival. Fishing may be a mellow pastime for some. It sure is for me. But there may be a need for a more professional fishing skill to find scarce resources. Oh, that sounds excellent too. Yeah, I would love them to improve on the fishing. And much like they did with the transport, I hope they do something for the animation of fishing instead of the meter that goes down for fishing. And yeah, just more fishing stuff. I want to do more of that. That's great. Combat. Dueling a warden is not the same as battling wolves. This combat system will evolve to reflect these differences. Death will return. Yeah, combat's very glitchy right now, not going to lie. It's still fun. I still like it, but yeah, there's a ways to go with that. But I do enjoy how the combat works. I can see how it works, even though it doesn't work all the time. But I really enjoy their combat system, what they've done. And again, I know they're going to improve upon it. This is just the beginning. Death will return. Traveling alone will be far more dangerous than traveling in a group. Die alone and prepare to complete your journey from the spirit world at a cost to your immortal soul. Winds are fickle, and prayers of the lone traveler are not always answered. Die in the company of friends and hope their mourning will make the Sephra show pity on you. Oh, that sounds interesting. I don't know if this is what they mean by that, but the way my brain works is now I'm thinking, doesn't that sound like if you die, but you're with a group of travelers, maybe they can huddle together and do like a little prayer or a little seance or something and bring you back? That almost sounds like that's what it sounds like, right? I hope their mourning will make the Sephra show pity on you. Yeah, that sounds cool. May you always travel safe roads. Joe, well, thank you, and may your tea never grow cold. Well, that's great. I'm actually really looking forward to diving in here now and just playing a session. And I can't wait for those changes, and I can't wait for more. This is going to be great. I'm really excited for this game. As you guys can tell, I love this game a lot. It's very special to me. I think the developers are really cool, so big shout out to Might and Delight. They're excellent communication with us, with the players. The community is super, super nice and friendly. I love all the comments that I get on my YouTube channel, especially. So yeah, I hope to see you guys out in Braided Shore. Hope you enjoy these changes. If you don't have the game and you're still sitting on it, I think you can still jump on their Kickstarter and back it. Or no, I'm sorry. You just get it on Steam. Just go right here and buy it on Steam. You can even do the Cup of Kindness here, and you can donate to them as well, as they're a small indie studio that's putting this all together. And yeah, they need our support. They need our love. They need our input. So join the early access, not just to play the game, but to give your feedback and stuff like that as well. It's a great game. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys, and we'll see you next week.